Hello. Can you hear me? Am I live? Am I louder than the music? I don't know. Hello. I was trying to fix the chat because the chat wasn't showing up on the starting screen. I know I've been in a funk. There's a lot of decisions that I had to make. Some stuff had happened. But yeah, I'm back. Teehee. Let's switch to. Let's see if this works. This is a new overlay and everything, so let's see. That's cool. Hi. What's up? Yeah. Hello. I hope you can hear me because this is a new mic. This is a brand new mic. It's not the one I usually use. Hello, welcome. You might know that what I'm editing is a little bit different than Lore Olympus, but it's probably fine. I'm just gonna look up YouTube safe. YouTube safe playlist to listen to while I edit. I'll say it. Sweet, you do hear me. Okay. There's no chat on this screen. There's going to be a chat on the pause screen, the end screen, and I should probably unmute my desktop audio. That might also help. On the just chatting screen. So we're going to show you the just chatting screen real quick. Actually, I think I'll leave this up while I'm editing. I don't know why it says short intermission. So I'll probably go back to the other one. But this reminds me I have to change the settings on this chat again. Don't shut down this source ever. You want info about it later? Julie Lolita's here. Yes, it is Gourmet Hound. I'm gonna go back to the live scene. A while ago, probably a year ago now, I got permission from Liama to do a dub of Lore Olympus. Or not Lore Olympus, Gourmet Hound. It said there was already one being done, but if I wanted to have a go at it, then go ahead. So, I'm gonna do that now. Teehee. So we're gonna start. We're gonna change the canvas size and do up. I'm gonna change this to pixels, and we're just gonna do add that many. Because now I gotta add a whole bunch of stuff. Hi, friends. I hope the chat still works out. I'm gonna try to keep an eye on the chat while I'm editing. So let me know if things are still working. Or if things look weird. I'm trying to change my settings. Okay, so it does go that high. Close that. Yeah, I guess I'm mostly worried about chat randomly failing again. Gourmet Hound is another webtoon. It's a webtoon by Lihama, which I'm probably pronouncing really wrong. I'll post a link to it in the chat. It's currently finished, which is why I kind of feel okay working on it now. Here you go. I don't know if it'll let you click on it, but yeah. Open this back up. No, the other day, the others I followed, I tagged into. Oh, nice. I should probably pay attention to my Twitter more, if I'm being honest. Teehee. Probably leave that there because it's a gradient anyway. Wee. So this is gonna be the fun part. Oop. Don't want to move that. Boop. There we go. What should I draw for you, Socks? You can draw whatever you want. I like coffee cups. I like mugs if you want to draw a cute little mug. This is probably gonna be the fastest way to do this. Whoop. I'm gonna cancel all of those. Cancel. Need to put that there, and then I need to make the canvas bigger again. Change that to a 2. Oh, no, the author does not send me the art. I acquire it myself, and it's a grueling process of acquiring it myself. I just kind of, hey, can I do this? And they say yes, or they say no, and if they say yes, then I get to go ahead and start collecting the assets myself. 10 out of 10 do not expect the artist to provide, like, anything for me when I do this. Just permission to do it, and, like, thumbs up emoji. Then I do everything myself. Artists are busy people, you know? I don't expect. Do. Mug done. Socks mug or socks tea set? Oh, tea set would be cool. I'm not much of a tea person, but I would not be opposed. Okay, and then we have to cancel all these because the canvas is also not big enough now. Add another 1,000. And I did that one. I'm actually really excited to work on this one. Also, I do have maybe some sadder news, but since Lore Olympus is becoming an animated series, I am most likely not going to be continuing that dub. Just because it's like out of the creator's hands at that point. It's in the hands of a company, and I don't want to get copyright striked by said company. Ooh. I'm excited. Yeah, I know. It's like a very big passion project of mine. I also really enjoy editing, so the fact that I get to edit something I love as well, it works out for me. Your girl's got guts, gusto, passion, all that shit. Yeah, but it's more so to protect my channel and to protect my voice actors, in case the company is like, hey, I don't like that you're making this, you know? So we'll see. We'll see how things go. I don't want to. I've expressed multiple times that I don't want to. but some friends of mine are like, please reconsider. So I'm not taking it lightly. Is the point I'm trying to make. Okay. There we go. Put that there. Do you have Twitch? I do have a Twitch. It's Socks with a Coffee Cup is my Twitch. Why do I have... I think I'm gonna hide. Color, layer, properties, option tools. There we go. Okay, I don't need those right now because it will center it for me anyway. I'm gonna duplicate this layer really quickly. Whoop. I'm gonna zoom on in here. No, that's not gonna work. Where's my selection tool? Do quick selection. See if it'll... do this. Come on, let's go. Ah! I just want the bubble. This part is, I think, the most annoying, is ripping the text bubbles off. But I think the process is wholeheartedly worth it in the end. Aww. I love you guys too. Y'all are sweet. Okay. I'm just gonna make sure I have the most important
Just
parts.
already.
Whoa, lordy. Hey, thanks for following. I appreciate it. I forgot I changed my notification tones, and that scared the piss out of me. Maybe, but I'm only streaming on YouTube right now, as far as I am aware. Okay. Yeah, that didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. So I'll go do that, and then we'll expand that by 2 pixels, and then we'll copy and paste it, and we'll get rid of that. Because now I gotta figure it out. Trying to think. Wow, humans go as soon as sad news. It happens. I'm not entirely sure how streaming to YouTube works, if I'm being honest, but I know this is where most of the people who are who follow me are, so I'm trying to keep my trying to stream here more, I think, than Twitch. Maybe. We'll see. Oh, this has the top of the tower, which I need. Copy. Paste. I'm gonna change the transparency on it a bit because I have to adjust it accordingly. That looks about right. And then I will turn this up and make slight adjustments again. Erase Lucy. As much as I love her, she's gotta go. Not simple layers. Do that. Oh, nice. Welcome. merge that down. Because now the fun part of matching. Yeah, I know no pixels were selected. Relax. I need this to kind of go away is the only thing. Need the windows to kind of match. I'm just gonna undo everything I just did. Just trying to figure out how to adjust this because the thing is I might not be able to pull this just because of how not complicated the background is, but because there's a lot going on. I think you're worthy of trying to make something like that into real media. That would be cool. So I think we're just gonna leave this like this. And we're gonna take this part out. That way I don't damage the background in a sense. I'd love to work on something. I've been thinking about also doing story times about my D&D escapades because I think there's a lot of fun things that people could tune into about Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, so we're just gonna close that. Okay, that's Lore Olympus. I want Gourmet Hound. We're going to save this as Gourmet Hound Image Editor. Okay, so episode 1. So E1 chopped onions 1. So E1 CO1. My naming conventions have not changed at all. And we're just gonna leave it in like my Gourmet Hound folder for now. And I'll move them all, ooh, I forgot to change it. E1, GH1, CO1. So Gourmet Hound 1, chopped onions 1. Yeah? Then it's a PNG. And then I need this bigger because I'm going to try to just nab the text. We're going to expand it a bit too, just by 1 pixel. Ah! I have to do that way. Modify, expand 1. There we go. And then and then, haha, it's a very backwards way of doing it, I know. What I need to do is make sure I got it all though. So I'm just gonna create a new layer and it's gonna be green. It's gonna be at the very back and that way I can see if I still need to clean up anything on the fonts. So in this case, the white around the text can stay, mostly because I don't want to have to just type in the text, figure out what font is being used, all that jazz. No, thank you. But that way, when I put it into Premiere Pro, Lucy is still there. And since it'll be on a white background anyway, you won't be able to tell much of a difference. Yeah. So then go down, change this to a PNG, go all the way down, and then I change it to 2. I can't copy this because in case I copy and paste anything in Photoshop, but c'est la vie. Scroll all the way back up. Now we go to the next panel. I don't need the crop tool, I need this tool. So I take this, I pop it, and then I adjust the size accordingly. I just want to make sure the canvas size is also right. No, so this actually needs to be bigger. So 1920 by 1080. The first one I'll just adjust in Premiere Pro, since I've already done it, and save it. Dragons and peasant girls, minotaurs and high priestesses, princesses and werewolves. Princesses and werewolves. I'm a sucker for werewolves. I think werewolf stories are pretty entertaining. So I think that's the one I'm most likely to tune into, if I'm being honest. Now this one I can do what I usually do with Lore Olympus, which is copy paste, hide, and then I get rid of the white. Bop. Deselect. Bop. I kind of want to do something with the tears. Excuse me as I adjust my sitting position. I have to like sit on my leg for a bit. I'm not gonna make the text disappear since this is just a bubble, but I want to do something here. Lasso tool. Whoop. Copy paste. Undo. Copy paste. Hide this. Select. Grab my patching tool. Ta-da! All gone. That's one I haven't gotten to try as much yet. It's weird people afraid of detail and storyline. Yeah, I can see it. Oh, bollocks. No! I could bust out my tablet and be doing this part on my tablet, but I want to get back into like the habit of using my keyboard and mouse. I'm gonna copy and paste that and select it. I think this one we're gonna do piece by piece, mostly because I don't want to mess with too much. So, and then I have to fix this little spot here. Content aware, good. And then just a small adjustment here too. There we go. Oop, undo. Beep. It is not empty. Copy paste. I see what I have done wrong. Copy, paste. Yeah, okay. Okay, there we go. So I need to merge these two together. Just gonna hide everything because I've already forgotten what I have changed and what I haven't. There we go. So now it's just this one. Oop. Copy paste. Hide it. And then when I bring everything back. Cool. I'm supposed to be doing a yoga challenge right now. Nope. Not gonna do that. Maybe later. Minimize this. So the base image is this. So we'll be saving this one again as a PNG. I'll go find my names. and then I adjust accordingly. So this is Gourmet Hound episode 1, chopped onions, panel 3. I'm just gonna move this, because this is the one that's select, modify. I'll expand it by 1 again. Select, modify, expand by 1. I'm just gonna keep expanding it by 1. I might just do this part by hand. I'll change the tolerance, I'll lower it a bit. Actually, lowering it was probably the better idea. And that way, I can just do this. I'm leaving this bit here and this part here because this is the shading on her hand. And it would look a little bit odd if it wasn't there, in my opinion. But I'm going to just erase those bits there. I'm so antsy about it, too nervous to think myself. It happens. Sometimes you just get nervous. Okay. So now this is here, so we'll do... I like doing things the long, complicated way. 3, 4. Your big sis, he'd be the only guy I fangirl about. Okay. I hope Spotify doesn't lie to me about this being a YouTube safe playlist. Do that. Yeah, yeet. Do. This changes to 6. And then flip. PNG. Yes, 7. Depending on art. You look at a Reddit once, you don't subscribe, and all of a sudden you're getting notifications for it. Coolio, bro. Let's see. Yeah, so this is this. But 8. Save. Slowly but surely. Copy, paste. Move this up. Enhance. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Hide it. And then delete. Delete. And then hide this because this is gonna be fun, I think. I don't think I'm gonna try to edit the tears on this one, though. And just for the purpose of complication. And I'm trying to take it easier. I'm trying to simplify my editing style instead of complicate it, you know? Make things easier for myself in the long run. Copy, paste. Hide all that, because this now. These two are going to be the easiest to get rid of. Bop. This one, however, might be a little bit more difficult. Yeah, because then it'll do that. So I'll try to get rid of this H first by doing it this way. That doesn't look too bad. It's just trying to adjust accordingly too. Try to get rid of this I. Boop. Hey Socks, I tweet about it, but I guess I can just tell you directly how that it's here. Remember how it's supposed to be? Oh, that's tragic. I don't know how to respond to that. Ah! I'm sorry, is that the appropriate, like... Yeah, I'm sorry, that's... There's no words. Stuff is always difficult. Do that like that. Now I just need to adjust this part because it's bothering me. There we go. Ta-da! Aw. Well, I'm sorry. I hope you process well, I guess would be the easiest thing to say, best thing to say. I don't think there's a best thing to say in this situation, but I hope you're doing okay. X for a reason. Okay, then yeah. Still quite a shock. Try to get rid of all this. Boop. This is probably fine. Yeah. Oh. Don't like that. I'm just gonna do this little by little, piece by piece. It's gonna be showing up on our clothes, so this, I'm not too worried about this one being like super clean. I just want it to be kind of clean. You know? Let me just grab the eraser for this bit. Paintbrush tool. I haven't seen him in 5 years. Yeah. So it's a while. I had a person I grew up, or like I went to grade school with them, but we weren't really like friends or anything, and they passed away, and it was tragic. But it also brought out of the woodwork like a lot of people who were like, you were my best friend, you were my brother, and they like people who hadn't talked to this guy in probably years, and I just felt like, what? Okay. I mean, you could have talked to him then. Like I'm no better, but I didn't really make a big speech about how about it, but it was just like it's a weird sort of nostalgia when you find out that somebody who is around your age passes away, and it makes you wonder, it makes you think. I have been inside all day, every day. I went outside once and wound up with heat stroke, so then I decided, well, I should probably stay inside. And you would think it would have made me more productive, but no, I just got really depressed. And like really sad. Here, I'll adjust this again since I'm like leaning over this way. But I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing, so that's kind of brought me out of my pseudo funk, I guess is the best way to put it. Like I'm good. I'm getting there. You said his fort, girl. Then it's definitely a good thing you didn't get married. No, like age gaps or whatever. When like you're older. When you're younger, they're a big deal. But as you get older, it's a little bit like somebody who's 50 dating somebody who's 60, whatever, fine, cool. Somebody who's 18 or 17 dating somebody who's 30 or 40, it's a moment. But that's also true. But you also got to be careful when liking older men, because sometimes they could be predators, and that is bad. Hey, yeah, I mean, yeah, exactly. It still makes me go, a lot. But, you know. I don't think the age gap is romanticized, though. Which is a good thing. You look like Pink Diamond? I think so. It's your Twitter profile picture, yeah? Bop. Okay. Hello? Photoshop? Can you zoom properly, please? Thank you. Cool. Hello, Cece. Welcome. Yeah, I learned. My gap is shorter now. Nice. This one might be a little This one might be a little bit more difficult to adjust. The chops, but we'll do our best. Copy, paste, hide, drag this over here, copy, paste. I just want to make sure that I actually have that one. Yeah, okay. Bop. Yeah, because this is a table. Let's see. Okay, not bad. I'm gonna just narrow it down as I try to get rid of the chop. And then narrow it down again for this part. And there, ta-da! I almost cried when Hades kissed Persephone. That's the highlight of season 1. Oh, that's a mood. I fast pass, so I know everything, and let me just tell you, oh. You learn to love and also hate so much. What do you mean? I am on a layer. PNG. I can't wait for non-passers to get to the finale. Oh my god. I can't wait to openly talk about it. I can't do it because now. 22 now, no older than 35. Well, that's not bad. Okay, that's not that bad. You're 22, no older than 35. I might maybe even bring it down a little bit more, like no older than 30, maybe just a little bit, just a tad. Playlist is mellow as hell. this one. Boy! I'm not on the right layer. There we go. Yeah, that's what I thought was gonna happen. So I'm gonna increase the tolerance to about 15. Okay, I made it a little bit better. Still got a lot of clicking to do for this chop. I'm a little bit worried about the words not coming through clearly. Time to put up the green. Oh, God. Whee! Just gonna clean that up a little bit. And then bring that back. Okay, it doesn't look that bad on there. It blend. Ooh. These, however. No, they look pretty much the same. I guess I'm just being overly picky about my own work. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I fast pass. I'm also like a Patreon supporter of Rachel, so you know. I also have no self-control when it comes to content. So I tend to fast pass for a lot of webtoons that I read. I've kind of chilled out, and I'm more careful and more selective of the webtoons I fast pass for, but... So that chop is done. Okay, this panel. This is a bit of a twofer. So we're gonna treat it as such. Yay, complicated backgrounds. Let's see. I'm gonna duplicate it so I have a base reference. And then copy paste. So I have that. Phew. I think we're gonna start with the window bit. Here. Yep, that's about how I expected that to go. Okay. I have a better solution. Tee. Now I'm gonna have to do this one bit by bit. So I think we'll start with this chunk here. And then, yeah, doing this chunk by chunk is a little difficult, but hopefully it'll look nice in the end. I tried getting Killstorm scares the ever-loving crap out of me if I'm being real. So as much as I'd love to read it, there's some days where I'm just like, haha, I can't do horror right now. Later. You know? Let's grab all this here. Do like so. And no pixels are selected. Then copy this chunk. Nope. I don't like how that did that. Do that. try doing an even bigger chunk. This is going real well. Woo! Okay. No, I'm just butchering this. So for this one, since there's a decently complicated background, what I'm going to do is not touch it. For all intents and purposes, because I'm having a lot of difficulty getting this set up, I'm just gonna start over. You read Gilsigan before you sleep? Dude, braver than me. Much, much braver than me. Let me do this. Complicated way. Ooh. Ah. Yeah, because I still have this. Well, actually, another thing I can try, since it's a bit of a gradient, is this. So this color, I don't know what I just clicked. It's fine. Go here. And then this color can go here. And then we'll do this to create a shape. Switch to the gradient tool. Do this. Excuse me, gradient tool. This is obviously not what I requested. Thank you. Yeah, there we go. I'm gonna undo what I just did because I'm meant to do it on a new layer and forgot. So. I guess more like that. Undo. Do something kind of like this. Do that. This color isn't this. There we go. Not quite. Do. Just trying to get the point where it kind of switches over better. Kind of like that. Ooh. I had New Fun months ago and it has the feature to watch YouTube videos out of the app with premium. Nice, hell yeah. That sounds awesome. And then I'm gonna do this. Because I'm gonna have to adjust the color eventually. Yeah, because down there is super dark, so this is also a bit of a gradient. I'm gonna try to figure out how to do this. It's not empty, don't lie to me. Is YouTube Premium worth it? I've been thinking about possibly getting it for my phone, but I don't know how worth it would be. So then for this, we're gonna create another new layer. I have a lot of layers right now, I know. And then grab the gradient tool again. That's this color. And then this color is like this. And then I do this. No. Keep hitting Control Z when I meant to do Control D. So this needs to go all the way here. And then we'll change it. Yeah, so color is not what I want either. Hue, maybe? Just set it as normal and then I'll adjust the opacity. There's gotta be a way to do it. I'm just not seeing it. Erase here. Turn the tolerance down again. If I try drawing a dude for a change, that's a mood. Drawing men? What? Who does that? Grab this. Okay, I gotta get rid of this first. New layer. I'm just gonna grab this color and just use a paint tool. There it is. Bop. Do that. So it looks kind of butts right now, yeah? Ooh, yes, please draw 80s. It sounds like a lot of fun. Mark that as red. So I gotta find a way to gradient this. But I think the easiest way to do that is to make this part just a not color at all. Just gonna turn that up. It's over there. Because even like multiply or darken doesn't really do what I need it to. Yeah. So what we're gonna do here, go on this layer, go to adjustments, and selective color. But it's specifically for this. It's gonna change everything. I'm just trying to just try to get it as close to one color as possible. Yeah, I know. Everything's gonna look really weird and really funky colored right now. Just trying to desaturate it, really. So I'm just gonna merge these two. And then repeat the process, pretty much. As I try to, like, get it to a more neutral state. Which I think this is the best we're gonna do. Nah. That's normal. This one. No, this is a needlessly complicated process. I know there's gonna be a way to do it properly, but we're just gonna do what I usually do for complicated backgrounds, which is not just not. Boop. Oh no, that won't do. Fill. Oh, wait. Cool. Ta-da! We're gonna use the tool for this part too. Hello, Neffy Snow. Welcome to an editing stream that I haven't done in a hot second. Copy, paste. And just do it this way. Undo. Copy, paste, hide it. This is Gourmet Hunt. It's a currently completed webtoon, but I messaged the creator, oh god, a very long time ago, asking if it was okay for me to dub this webtoon, and they mentioned that there was already a dub, but if I wanted to, I could go ahead and do it. So, doing it now. It's been a while. But, I need something to work on at the moment. So, why not? Yeah, so because of the background here, I don't want to change too much of it. For the bottom part, however, this part is simple. So I might do a thing. Nah, I think I'm just gonna leave it. because of how I'm gonna do the top part. This is gonna be a traditional pan and zoom. Or yeah. This is simple pan. I'm trying to minimize the editing a little. Alright. No wait, 10 is fine. No, 10 is not fine. No, 10 is fine. 5? I'm just worried about the font be going a little too transparent. But it should be fine. 19. Gourmet Hunt is a nice mix of complex backgrounds and simple backgrounds, which is really nice. I highly recommend reading it, especially if you are a foodie like moi. It is a food-based webtoon. It is currently completed. Plus an afterward, so I highly recommend reading it. It's a really cute webtoon. Yeah, it's still looking okay. Just gonna copy, paste. Expand. Look at all the onions she cut up. It's in a giant pile. Poor Lucy. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Undo. Copy, paste. And then grab the text bubble. Copy, paste. Grab this one. Copy, paste. So ideally, the first thing I'm going to do is work on getting rid of what I can get rid of. So like that. All the words here. All this. Ta-da! This is another sort of a gradient background. Hell yeah, it's always good to have a spotless place. New. Grab my gradient tool again. Grab that color. Okay. Grab that color. Okay. And then I kind of have to, on this layer, do something like this. Just to make sure I've got the color right. And it looks like I do. So we're just gonna undo that. And we're gonna hide that for now. Because what I'm going to attempt to do is something a little bit different. So we see how Joanna is on this. So the idea... Oop, I gotta turn this up. Is to get rid of that. And then... Also Joanna. Get rid of that so I know what I'm doing. Cool. So yeah, what am I trying to do? Oh, I'm trying to clear this off first. I remembered. My brain worked for 2 seconds. So my idea here, get rid of all these bubbles too. Okay, green's gotta come back while I do this. Ta-da! We'll just bop, bop, bop. Grab a bunch of these bubbles. So the idea is to keep Joanna and the text. And then grab this, do this, hide this, copy, paste. Bring this back so I can put this over top and do something like this. Sort of. Hey Luke, welcome. Spent 10 minutes on drawing Hades with a grin and he's showing teeth. Just erase it and close his mouth. That's a mood. Okay, what am I doing? Bring this back. Bring this back. Yeah, so I have to redo what I just did a little bit. I'm gonna do this. We're going to go to layer, or not layer, we're gonna go to select, and we're gonna expand it by 2. And we're going to sort of rinse and repeat. Though hopefully this time it will be big enough to cover the Joanna. Whoop, not this one. Need this open, this stays. So it's still not quite big enough, so we'll expand it again by another 2 pixels. And then, ooh. Welcome, Luke. Thanks for subscribing. Copy, paste, move this, delete. Yeah, I deleted the proper layer, delete that. And then hide, hide. And ta-da! She's now gone, the color matches, and now the only thing I have to do is the baubles, which they follow a pattern, so in theory it should be relatively easy to follow. But we'll see how well I can do that. And then I'm just also going to grab just this area here, copy, paste, bring it over, and then I'm going to turn down the opacity just a little bit and erase what's on here before bringing it back up and merging it down. So as you can see, it's a bit of a long process, but we're getting there. Oh, no, I have a Discord thing. Let's check that out. We'll read that later because that looks hella cute. Now back to this. So for the little hick spot here as well. Oh, I appear to have done a bit of an oopsie. But that's okay. Most I guess for this one, it's gonna be a lot easier to adjust because I can just do this. Copy, paste. Shift. I think I want to also grab this third one here. So from here to about here, copy, paste. And then shift it on down. The only downside is having to try and make sure everything's matched up properly. Oh. Adjust the opacity on this one a bit so I can see if it's lined up. And then crank that up. And then grab this, copy, paste, and then flip it. Make that biatch horizontal, drag it on over. But I want it to be above. Ta-da! So that's why that part is a little bit on the easier side. Everything else, however, is going to require a little bit more, so to speak. So I'll start with these dots here. Because for this, we'll have to do it, I will set it to, I think, darken, because it looks like it's keeping the color scheme, yeah, relatively the same. So I'll know if it's lined up based on whether the white is aligned or not. And in this case, it's a pretty easy procedure. And then I have to change this one back to normal just while I'm doing this. And then we have to change these all back to normal. Let's put these down on here. And as you can see, there is that little bit here that's still visible. So an easy way that I'm going to attempt to get rid of it is with the patching tool. I'll drag that up. Ta-da! Pretty seamless. Pretty cool, eh? I do have to get rid of this here though. And before I do that, I'm gonna try to get rid of this bit here. So to do that one, I'm going to do this sort of kind of like this. Copy, paste, and then I'll change it to darken again so I know if I'm lined up or not. And it doesn't, as you can see, I'm not lined up right now. About here would be properly lined up, and then I can change it to normal. And it looks pretty similar. The bits Like here, I can just clean up by doing this and dragging it here with the patching tool. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So, like, replicating a pattern is difficult, but not impossible. This hick is also not on a bubble at all, it seems. I'm pretty sure I grabbed it. So bear with me. I did. Cool. So we can bring this back and we can drag... Not the lasso tool. You have to make sure the patching tool is selected, and I can just drag it to here. And it's gone. Ta-da! This is the part that's going to get a little bit dicey. So I kind of have to do it like so. Copy, paste, darken, shift. Making sure it's lined up and normal. Merging down. Ooh. Yeah, I now remember why I didn't want to merge it down just yet. So that's that one. Now trying to figure out where it's at. So that lines up there. Is that at normal? Oop, undo. Yeah, so this one, if it will let me click on it. Like so. Rinse and repeat. You just saw the kiss. Little tia. It's good, isn't it? No. Yeah, something went funky. There we go. Yeah, so I gotta do this again to make sure everything's lined up. And it is, so we'll change it back to normal. This one, we'll change it to darken to make sure it's lined up. We'll change it to normal. But as you can see, it's not quite lining up down here. So that's kind of what our base is. But right now, they look pretty lined up. Let me paste that. There we go. So that makes that pretty good. Kind of move that a little bit. All lined up, and then we'll merge the layers together. So far, so good. I just have this bottom part to do now, and then the pattern will be done. For this one, I'm just gonna copy. Where is it? I'm just gonna copy. I just realized. Oh, I just realized Hades is a simp. Yup. He drinks his respect women juice on the daily. This line's gotta go that way. It's gotta go that way. There we go. And now for the bottom part. as accurately as possible. Copy, paste. I have to change this to darken again. Actually, I'm going to change it to over multiply. Change it to multiply just because it'll show me a little bit better where things are and if they're lined up. And then going like so. And it also makes it a little bit easier when I have to do that. But now I have to change to normal. And I'll have to adjust that line accordingly as well. Then I just go down the line, cleaning up anything that kind of looks out of place. If anything looks a little bit funky. Like I thought I'd get rid of that little white bit before, but very clearly I didn't. There we go. And that's like that. Now another easy part is grabbing this little bottom chunk here and being able to just move it along until I reach the proverbial end. There we go. And then merging that down there. This one might be a little tricky, but I think it should be okay. Because I can just do that, merge these two, and then grab my eraser tool. Because I really just needed it for the line right there. You can tell the pattern is a little bit off at the bottom here, but I'm not trying to make it like super perfect. Kind of fitting she turned into butterflies. Oh. It's good that your tattoos have good meanings. Ooh, I didn't mean to do that. There we go. I could also probably hide the grain now. Haha. Adjust that. And ta-da! Look! A trained eye could definitely see that I messed up the pattern a little bit down here. But you know. Here's Joanna. I'm gonna hide this. She's good. Yeah, this is the one I have to adjust. Excuse me as I click all the wrong layers. It's just that kind of day. I'm gonna try to get most of the editing for this episode, or at least the panels done on stream before taking a small break to go grab something to eat. And then maybe I'll play a game if you guys want to watch me play a game, or if you guys would prefer watching me continue editing. Up to y'all. Could play some Slime Rancher. Or I could just keep editing. Another Discord notification. Chorus Rockets. Ooh, Borderlands. I'll go play some Borderlands, who knows? What am I doing? This is good, this is good. Ah, this. Okay. So because it has the white border, I am just going to be erasing this part by hand. That way I don't get rid of the white border that's around that. This one I believe would also have the white border, but since it, oh god, okay, we gotta turn the tolerance down again because it's 2, it's taking all the letter. Change it to 2? No, 2 is too less, is too little. 3 is too little. 5? 5 is good, it looks like. No, 5 is not good because of this part here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to erase around the eye by hand. Or not. Excuse me. 3? Oh, that's a paintbrush tool. Hello? I'm like, why isn't it moving? What am I doing wrong? I'm using a paintbrush tool. We'll do that. Because I think it's just this part of the eye was... Nope, it's the H2. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do... Expand by... Nope. We're going to undo this. And we'll do modify, and we're gonna expand it by 3. Nope. Now we're gonna expand it by 3. Do that, delete. Ta-da! Then I just have to get rid of all the stuff that's on the outside rim. And it's got the kind of white border that it had before. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna delete that because I don't need that anymore. Keep this. It's a lot of work for just one panel, but it's worth it. 22. Change this. Gonna copy this part since I'm saving them now. This is, it would be 23. $24. Ooh, have fun talking to your landlord. $25. 26. Oh boy. And that's just kind of like this little beginning part. And there's still a whole lot more. Yeah, so I probably am just gonna do the panels up to maybe here for now. Like, these episodes definitely aren't as long as the Lore Olympus episodes, but they are maybe a lot more work. I'm gonna grab the about an hour earlier on the just white. Hide that, put that up there. Actually, I need the width here. And delete. Yeah, I'm gonna change this to 10 again. Yeah, no, because I copied an image, so it won't. 27. And then, oop, no, didn't mean to do that, Photoshop. grab from here to about where the gradient starts. So I want to say there. Because I'm probably going to have the gradient move. So all this has to become that like brown color. But I have to change it so it gradients into the brown color. So what we're going to do is make a new layer, grab our gradient tool again, and then grab the colors we need. So white is correct already. I just need this brown. Oop. Time to flip it. Put this here. Yeah, so now it's doing this part by hand. Almost. Trying to get this just right might take a bit. Huh? This is close, but also not quite. It would kind of be right there. Oh. About here is right for, oh no, about here would be right for the white. But I'm like just shooting shy, I think, of where I need to be. Yes, Luxiel, this is Gourmet Hound that you spy. Welcome to me trying to figure out the gradient tool. I've been doing this for a decent chunk of time. And I'm certain there's an easier way to do it. But because it like, maybe I'm not on the right spot for the white. No, I think I was. Oh! This might be as close as I can get it. Oh. Okay. So I got this part. It's kind of on an angle. So that's a little bit odd. So what I'm going to do instead, I'm going to grab all this here. I'm going to just pull it out. On the wrong layer, of course, because I can't do anything on the correct layer. Then Control T. Pop. Control T. I accidentally grabbed the drop shadow as well. It's fine, probably. So slowly but surely I'm doing this. Gourmet Hound is a little bit more difficult, but I guess just as difficult as editing for Lore Olympus. Whoop. Yeah, it can be. Maybe try the clone sim tool and try to blend the seam. Maybe, but like, look. Ta-da! I'm gonna hide this to make sure I did it all. Yep. Deleted the wrong layer. Cool. There we go. I'm just gonna trash that. I'm gonna duplicate this. For the sole purpose of I have to also get rid of all this. So, copy, paste, hide. Might have to do this chunk by chunk. Ah, nope. Undo. Yes, yes, it's gonna have a little bit of a panic attack right now. No, it's fine. Shift. Click, shift. Ah, there we go. What did I just do? I'm gonna hide that. Just like slowly shift everything over. It's probably, oh, 1 second. I'm doing this the hard way. Hello, lasso tool. Whee. But like I said, I'm doing this the hard way for no reason. Ta-da! It's not as clean. So you can kind of see there are lines there. Mostly because this is also a JPEG. Teehee. Then I'm just gonna duplicate this again, hide this, hide this, and then we're gonna delete the entire gradient. Yeah, eat. But actually, we're gonna wait to do that because I forgot Photoshop gets really picky sometimes when copying and pasting things. And if I want it to be relatively seamless, I have to do it a little bit of a backwards way. Which is fine. Ta-da! Photoshop gets really angry if I don't do it the way it wants. Mildly adjust it. There we go. Boop. Yo, Socks, I can only hear you from one side of my headphones, LMFAO. Well, did that fix it? Teehee. I didn't know that was a problem until right now. Thanks, Steven. This is a problem I had with my, what's it called? Oh, balls. I got distracted. With my Scarlet, so I don't know if it's a problem I'm gonna have with all my, with this interface too. Ta-da! No, cool. I'll press that button again then. Maybe it's something I can change here. Nope, that is just changing the device. Filters? What filter? That's gain. It's limiter. I'm gonna hit cancel because I don't want to add any of that. It is unfortunately not fixed. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Properties. Done? I might have to change it in the audio settings. Open sound settings. Device properties. This isn't what I want. Okay. Control panel. Oh yeah, I'll grab the control panel for my actual device. Info about. Nope, that didn't actually do anything. What do? I have 3 DMs from you. Okay, so that's your item that you want. I will give you that item once I figure out how to make it so people can hear me. I just got the control panel. Why does this make everything complicated? Hard run sound. Sound. Okay, recording. That's disabled, good. Okay. Properties. Levels. Advanced. No, that doesn't give me any changes. What if I do that? Cancel. Properties. Advanced. No. Okay, I have it. BRB. Nice. Yeah, so it doesn't give me the option to even change it so it's one channel. Weird. Oh, I don't know. I don't know why it's only coming out of one headphone. Yeah. Maybe I'll ask CJ later. See why it's doing that. I'm also back to not being able to hear myself, which is a little bit concerning. I want it to be kind of in the middle. Turn my gain up just a touch. Too many buttons when I don't know what they do. Boo boo boo. But I guess I'm only coming through one headphone. I guess that's just the thing I have to deal with. Maybe it's like a mixer setting I can change. Oh, there we go. I think that did it. Yeah, I have to down, like, for maybe this. Because people don't just hear me in one headphone on Discord, so I think just for this I have to change it. Ta-da! Gotta grab the green screen now. Yeah, that's about what I figured. Let's make this a little bit bigger. Erase. But I also have to make my green screen bigger because I realize it's kind of like meh. I have to down mix it to mono because for whatever reason in stereo is only recording like one track, so now you can hear me in both ears. What up? Yeah. Ta-da! So now I just need to grab the text bubbles, which I will be doing in a needlessly complicated fashion. Copy paste. Copy paste. Hide. I'll start with this one because that's the first one. I'm gonna increase the tolerance a bit. And then we modify, expand by 3. And then we do it again because 3 wasn't enough. And then I got the eraser tool, invert. Whee! Ta-da! Expand by 1? Yeah, I'll bring it back in. Select 5. I'm doing this just pixel by pixel for the outside. Not smooth, bad. Modify, expand by 1. Yeah, I think that'll be good. Ta-da! And then we do it for this one too. I think 5 will do it. And then invert. We'll have to like bring it in anyway. But I figure cut, measure twice, cut once, you know? And then expand by 2. Yeah, and then that's good for that. So now we have all this done. Because then I think I'm going to create a panel that's just this color for the background. Oh boy. Love doing things one by one. I was a fool to think that this might actually have fewer panels than Lore Olympus when it has the same, if not more. Save everything one by one. Excuse me, computer. Thank you. That. Yeah, I know. No pixels were selected. That was intentional. I'm actually gonna move this kind of like this. Ta-da! Yeah. I am not gonna attempt to recreate this bit here. There's a lot of like complex backgrounds like this. So I just took the text out and left that because like there's no way I'm gonna be able to recreate that. Not at this point in time anyway, not when I'm out of practice. And there's just too much of this missing without another image of it to reference anywhere down the line. Even here, because it's like her back, I'm not gonna like, yeah, you get the idea. This is just gonna be panning and cropping. Boop. I'm just gonna call this one background. Because it's not really a panel technically. I could just leave it like this and make it the whole thing, but nah. Actually, we'll start from the bottom. Copy, paste. Copy, paste. Copy, while I get rid of the font. No, it's tiny. There we go. I can get his om-noms though. So we're gonna copy, paste, copy, paste. And then where'd my tool go? What? There it is. Just gonna hide both of them. Do that. I just want to see. Yeah, so the space under that brick. Ta-da! And then the O has the line. Undo. Ta-da! So I can't do that for like the whole thing, but his little om-noms I can do that for. Excuse me as I dust again. So I can sit on my foot. Hola, welcome. Oh, have I been streaming for 2 hours already? Time flies. Let's go back down. Yeah, I'm just gonna do. I also don't really want to do these angry squiggles because they fall on like lines. Like this one I could probably do no problem with the cloning tool, but like these, based on where they are, my option is to go up this way and it won't follow the pattern. So I'm just gonna leave that like that for the page. Or for this specific sequence. 32. Change this to a PNG. Again, I know there's probably like a way quicker way to be doing this, but this is how I know. And I haven't found my Photoshop / Premiere Pro / comic dubbing sensei yet, so I'm just gonna keep doing it how I've been doing it. Oh, right. Because of how I do things. Haha. Yeah. And this one for the font, I always expand by at least... Or, no. Oh my god. Modify. I always... For this one, it's not expand, it's contract, and I always screw that up. So I contract by 1 just so it doesn't, tiny num. Yes. I always retract by 1 just so it doesn't get rid of, some of the blurred font. This does mean, however, I get some residuals on the outside that I have to clean up. Sometimes I forget. Like, right now I almost forgot to do that. So I think I'm just gonna leave the background up for now while I work on clearing these up. Select contract by 1, delete, and clean. I could also get rid of like the white bits in the middle, but suffice it to say, I don't want to, because I don't want to risk screwing everything else up. Select, modify, contract by 1, delete, and then I clean up the residual. Boop, and there we go. Hide that. Change this to a PNG and proceed. 5. Oh, I made 35 a completely blank. Yep. 34, 35. Yeah, I did that. Yeah, we're gonna replace it. PNG. Change it to 36. And then change it to 37. Okay, I don't like this playlist anymore. I'm just gonna hit next. Try this one. Just like I'm trying to like listen to safe playlists when I stream, so my streams don't get muted. Gotta go up here. Center that up. Delete. Copy, paste. Click. I'm not gonna delete anything on this one, I think, just because it's gonna pop up like that. Actually, changed my mind. I immediately changed my mind. Such is my life. Select, modify, contract by 1, delete. I'm probably gonna make it spin or something. Gotta grab this so I can clear out this part. Boop. Do, do, do. 37, 38, and then 39. 40 panels later, or 40 pieces anyway. I haven't even begun sequencing any of this together. Oh, that's gonna be fun. Copy, paste. Ooh, undo. This one is top to bottom. Yeah. Copy, paste. And then and then I do this bit. This is gonna be like 1 by 1. Shifting it over. I really just need to have the one set up before I continue moving, because they'll just kind of snap into place, which is really convenient. Ta-da! Do that. And then get rid of all this. Oh, I'm on the wrong layer again. Hi. That's the paintbrush tool, not the eraser tool. Let's do it kind of like this. Whoop. Ta-da! Let's see. And delete. And there we go. Looks pretty good. Burp. Don't mind me. 40. Go down. There we go. And then 41. Let's save. I think I'll do that one like that. Also, sorry if this stream is a little bit boring. It's just getting the panels together, so it's not gonna be anything too exciting. Copy paste. Copy paste. Hide that. Copy paste. And then hide that. Welcome back. Yeah. I think that looks... Nope, it doesn't. It does not. It doesn't. Undo that real quick so I can see what I'm doing. There, that looks better. Like, you can still kind of see it, but it looks a lot better. Check Twitter before I got here. Shark is a coward. Oh dear. Oh. That's unfortunate. I guess I am kind of worried about this one. I don't know if I can recreate this bit. Oh boy. Gotta love trying to make straight lines. There's a much easier way to be doing this. Ooh. Trying not to get all huffy though, because my landlord's still in and out. Actually super sad though, at least I still got my fave. Yeah, I'm here for now, don't worry. Let's see. Oh, Judge's streaming. Aw. I gotta follow. Somebody DM me on Twitter. I should probably actually read my DMs at some point because this one looks kind of wholesome. I just don't know how to read. Teehee. Actually. Because this bit is kind of perfect. How it turned out. Copy paste. Undo? Oh. Okay. Then move it up. And leave it like that. And then transform this. we're just gonna leave that for a second because I gotta figure out this part here because it's supposed to be rice. That kind of looks like rice, maybe. Oh dear. Need to get like this whole bit. Ah, I might just say F it for this part. Where is my content aware patch tool? Do it kind of like that. So it's not like perfect. It's kind of super messy, but it's going to be covered by text bubbles for the most part anyway. So I'm not super concerned. It does look messy though. I'll just do that. That's probably fine because its part is gonna be covered anyway. Yeah, this is probably fine. See. One water bottle done. Yeah, so this is probably fine. I'm not quite done yet though. Delete. Do this. 42. Read and reply. Yes, yes, yes. I know. I will. I'll get to it eventually. I swear. Probably. Don't quote me on it. I just forget. I'll start doing something else and put my phone down and completely forget to answer like any of my messages. Sometimes I remember to check Discord. Sometimes. Whoop. That's good for that one. I don't really need it for this. I'm also not really doing text the same as I do in Lore Olympus, but kind of am. Hard to explain. I'm gonna be experimenting with a more minimalistic style. For this comic dub. So we'll see. There we go. This actually should probably be here. Delete that. And now all of this is done and can be saved. 42. 43. Ooh, that should have been 43. That should have been 43. Did I grab seasoning? Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. I gotta double check what I have already. The seasoning? Okay. So, oh, I already did this one. Ah, this one I didn't do. We'll change this one to 44. And then this one can be 45. Do. Yeah, I'm almost at a good stopping point for this, for editing for today. Mostly because I don't want to burn myself out. That way I can do other things. No, I said I was gonna take a break and then like play a game or something, but I might just call it for today once I get to this little bit down here. Copy paste. And then I'll just grab my paintbrush. Ta-da! And then delete. Oh no, I gotta adjust this. I gotta turn the tolerance up a little bit. Okay. Leave it at 5. God, no, not 5. 6? We'll do 10. We'll leave it at 10. Might have to turn it up to 15 actually. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Just don't like how it gets rid of some stuff. So we'll contract by 1. See how that looks. Yeah, and it did leave the bits at the end again. But I can just do that really quick. Save that. 46. My goal, I think, is to get at least 50 panels per day done before I actually start working on editing. And just taking it kind of easy, taking it slow, so I don't burn out on a project and I can still like do other things, which I know I already said, but sometimes it bears repeating. And that way I don't forget, and the more I repeat it, the more likely I am to do it. Copy, paste. And then duplicate. And then I do this. Copy, paste. So we'll flip it horizontally, and then we'll flip it vertically, and then I probably did it backwards. Yep. And then we'll flip it horizontally again, because I didn't mean to flip it horizontally the first time. This is fine, because this exists. I can just copy, paste. Stop it, it's not empty. Copy, paste. There we go. Now this one will flip. This one goes horizontal. Come on. I can just kind of erase that and that. Oop. Yeah, this is the one I want. So once I get this kind of lined up, I can drag it back this way and do that. I can merge that all down. Copy, paste, transform. Build my bridge. Ta-da! I can just paintbrush this part. I'm just creating the blank part. This is why I duplicated the layer instead of simply what's it called? I guess. Yeah, just working on that layer. I don't know why I blanked on the word. Instead of just working on that layer, I just created a new one on top of it to work on. That way I can still reference what the layer is, or in this case, what the panel is supposed to look like. I need to redo. And then I can just erase. What's here? Just kind of there. Because even on her, it just kind of fades out, which is fine. It's my phone. I get a lot of notifications when I'm streaming. I'm starting to think it's intentional. Teehee. Steven said BRB, and then he never beed. Safe to assume he died. Grab this. Straight up. Expand. Merge down. I do really like the generic music that's playing in my ears right now, though. I think this will be panel 50, so this will be our last panel for today. And then I will continue working. Or no, this is only 48 or 49. Not quite 50 yet. I think Joanna's little question marks are probably going to be 50 though. So this will be 50. Select, modify, contract, do by 2, delete, and then grab the green so I can see it. Thank you everybody for coming to the stream. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna try to do them more frequently. I know I want to try streaming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in the morning. So today I didn't start until noon, teehee, but I'm gonna try to do 10 a.m. until 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and try to get more consistent streaming in. I butchered day one a little bit, but I had stuff I had to do first thing in the morning. We'll switch it to the just chatting screen so you can also see the new chatting screen, which I think is pretty baller. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. I hope to see you here tomorrow, maybe early in the morning if I am awake and showered and ready on time. But you know, we'll see. We'll see if that happens. But thank you so much for coming, and hopefully, my fingers are crossed, I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye.